What if Demon Slayer's greatest symbol of hope was actually the biggest threat the world had ever seen? Think about it for a second. Tanjiro spent the entire series fighting to save his sister, who became a demon. He cried for creatures no one else saw as human anymore. He understood the pain of demons when everyone else just wanted to kill them. He was the most human slayer that existed, precisely because of that. And then, at the end of the story, the universe does exactly that to him. Muzan, in his final act of absolute desperation, transfers all his blood to Tanjiro. Not as a gift, as revenge, as evil's last laugh before dying, ensuring that the hero who destroyed him would become exactly what he had spent his entire life fighting against. And what happens next paralyzes anyone who followed the journey from the beginning. Tanjiro opens his eyes, but they're not his eyes anymore. The pupil changes, the skin begins to harden. The marks on his face, which were once symbols of struggle and sacrifice, now pulse with something completely different. And the first thing he does is attack. Not a demon, not an enemy. He attacks Giyu, one of the hashira who stood by his side until the end. That's when you understand the brilliant cruelty of what happened. Muzan didn't simply lose. He created something that never existed before. A demon with the hashira's body, with absurd resistance, with the slayer mark, with muscles that endured impossible battles, and with the muscle memory of one of the best fighters of the era. A demon who knows exactly how to kill demon slayers because he was one. The survivors around don't know what to do. Attacking means killing the guy who just saved the world. Not attacking means dying. But there's something Muzan didn't calculate. Tanjiro didn't completely disappear. Inside that darkness, inside that body that now belonged to chaos, there was a spark that refused to go out. Nezuko's voice, Zenitsu's, Inosuke's, memories of his father, the smell of home, the script of an entire life dedicated to protecting, not destroying. And then, the scene that breaks anyone watching. Nezuko calls for her brother, with that voice of hers, without fear, the same way he once called her when she was the family's demon. Tanjiro's most difficult battle wasn't against Muzan, it was against himself. Because there are poisons that enter through blood, and there are poisons that enter through pain. Muzan bet that the pain of everything Tanjiro lost would be enough to bury who he was. He bet that a broken heart has no strength to continue. He was wrong. What transforms this scene into something that goes beyond anime is exactly this: the idea that a person's identity can be more resistant than any physical transformation, that what you chose to be throughout your life doesn't just erase suddenly because something tried to rewrite you. Tanjiro became a demon, and even so, remained Tanjiro. This is tragedy. This is redemption. This is Demon Slayer, delivering in its final chapters the heaviest and most beautiful arc of the entire story. But now, the question that won't leave your mind remains. If Tanjiro hadn't come back, what exactly of Muzan's blood would have survived in him?